this with the air. Will I be this way? This moving nerve just don't know what to do. Hey, look what you got in your hand. Man, it's amazing. Put it away, it's gonna go bang, blow my brain. And there are so many things with the SDX. So, let's leave it a little bit of taste. Let's try to get feel a little space. Going about for this special game. Just how bold you go, say, cut the drugs, ha!
A game where you use your feet.
It's just a rare talent that most people are not used to seeing. Once you learn how to play this game, it will change you. It makes you feel famous with the flashy lights and the blasting of the music. I've pretty much given up playing games like this.
Good. Keep on going.
It keeps me slim, keeps me trim, and I recommend it. If I could do it, you can do it.
Oh no!
That's what I love about this game. That's what pulled me in.
Oh my God! No!
Because DDR really is something spectacle. Because you guys wouldn't be here if you didn't think it was something that great.
The room you have here is a glow-in-the-dark arcade. It was popularized by a manager in Rancho Cucamonga because he wanted to try to increase, he wanted to make the ambiance look better. On the easiest parts of the game, you're stepping to arrows to the simple beat of a song. You have like a 4/4 measure. Up, down, right, left, up. Half beats, same thing, it's just what it is. You're doing 2 steps on 1 beat, so it'll be like this. Up, left, down, left, up, left, down, left. And, so on. It starts to get harder when you have 16th beats and 32nd beats where it almost looks like you're running on the directional pad.
I've been playing the game since like 1999 when it came out. I first saw it at Disneyland. Figured I'd step on it and take a try, and then ever since then I got hooked. So.
With my friend, he told me about this cool game where you step on the arrows at a certain time, and I was like, okay, well, let's just go to the arcade. I'll play a fighting game or something. I saw him play it. I laughed so hard. Watching him jump and jump and jump.
The first time I saw the game, I thought it was the biggest piece of shit joke game like there ever was.
Then he told me about people who do spins. So he did the spins on the song Butterfly. He did the spins and I laughed even harder.
And I'm like, what? Like my friends told me about it, and they're like, you gotta play. I'm like, man, this thing's a joke. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I laughed so hard that day. The next time we went, I tried it, and I've been playing it ever since.
Basically, when this whole thing started quite a few years ago, maybe like 1999, people just started, playing it a lot more. They wanted to learn a lot more, so they would, create a message board.
When I first started, Masa, actually I think his real name's Masafumi Ino, if he sees this and I butchered his name, I'm sorry, but he ran something called The Board where everybody first started talking. It was a message board, a BBS.
Really kind of how it is DDR Freak is kind of like the United Nations of DDR. I mean, everyone's on there, everyone's talking, everyone's usually arguing and being bitter about something, but everyone's there. So if you want to get something across, you post it on DDR Freak and the word gets out to everyone.
I wanted to know whether or not there's other people, you know, maybe in my area that are like me, people that have similar interests. So I decided to do a search online.
You know, from then on, I was just like, all right, you know, I'll join in the, join the community, see what's up, and talk with them, and post questions, post answers if I have any, and it just started from there. And then I've basically been on the DDR Freak site since.
There's people that were not only like me, but then some.
Is it going?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, my name's Tyler. I normally play here at University Dragon's Lair, sometimes at Harupa Dragon's Lair. It seems like there's a cap in like how good people are getting. Like they can only get to such a degree like of greatness in their playing ability to where everybody soon is going to catch up to that level if they continue to play. Basically just practice, come down to the arcade once, twice, 3 times a week. Or if you work at an arcade like myself, you just basically play when you're working. I'm not supposed to do that, but you just have to practice. And I know Peter and everybody who's gonna watch this are like, oh man, I don't even play anymore. But you know, I know they still have to play. To keep their skill, they still have to play. But to get to the level of Fox, Victor, you just have to practice.
My name is Victor Gonzalez. I guess everybody knows me as Fox online. I've been in the DDR scene, quote unquote, since the summer of 2001. First got into it, just watching some videos online. I saw this one guy, Jenneth, who's really, really, really good. And I just kind of wanted to aspire to become better than him. And, you know, within a period of a year or so, I got pretty good. I'm not sure whether I ever was able to surpass him, but you know, I gave it my all.
Fox, Victor, you guys have heard about him, I take it. Yeah, really good PA player. Stopped doing the competitions, I think, last year.
Stopped going to tournaments, actually before even the Shiggle tournament. It was the music tournament of, I think, 2002. Stopped going to that because it's just realization of, you know, people are going to be good no matter what, you know, and the tournament can't really, you know, decide whether the person is, you know, better than the other person. So I just quit, decided, you know what, screw the competition, I'm just going to do this, you know, for my own thing. If I'm going to get good, I'm going to get good for myself. Last tournament I went to was a Shiggle tournament right before it got closed down.
I only got to go there a few times. When I heard that they were going to tear it down, I mean, I recently just started driving, so as soon as I got my car, I was Arcade Infinity everywhere, just big places, just going there just to check it out. And one of the places on my list was Southern Hills Golfland, where it went down.
I discovered my home arcade, Southern Hills Golfland, rest in peace. Ever since then, I've just been going to different arcades. It's not the same, but it's still pretty good. I see a lot of the same people.
I think first tournament probably is one that nobody probably even heard of. It's called the Rhythm Generation Tournament. It was held in Irvine. I wasn't known by anybody, and I sucked pretty badly. I didn't even place or anything. I entered more tournaments, you know, get more experience and stuff like that.
And I mean, the entire summer I spent my $1,500 that I got from my summer job all in DDR.
There's the official markets from Konami, which are like really expensive. I don't know the exact price. I'm assuming it's over $10,000 to buy a full machine if you get official from Konami.
I know of this bowling center in 2001 that actually made $500 a week off of Dance Dance Revolution. And so Dance Dance Revolution is a money maker.
I had seen the machine at arcades, but it was always too much, and here it's free.
To become a 180, you're required to have an arcade. You're required to invest a lot of money into young people, and that's what we're doing here.
I've been coming for the 180 for like 2 years now, and this is where I first learned of DDR, Dance Dance Revolution.
So we do this free every Saturday for anybody who's 13 to 22. That's the only requirement. As long as you're that age, you can come out and have yourself a great time. The idea for the 180 was originated over in Tulsa, Oklahoma, by a church called Church on the Move. And Church on the Move put together a youth program that decided to call it 180, which stands for turning around. Kids doing a 180-degree turn. Hopefully kids that aren't doing so good will come out to a place like this and find something to do on a Saturday night that'll keep them out of gangs, drugs, keep them off the streets, keep them from getting in trouble, basically. We've got several things here that give them an opportunity to do things that maybe they couldn't do on their own. We have a free skate park, we have a free street bike park, we've got free basketball, we've got a free arcade room. The 180 here in Norwalk at New Harvest Christian Fellowship is here temporarily. Our goal is to have our own facility. We want to bring in 1,000 kids. Right now we have 300 to 500 kids who come out every Saturday. We want to see 1,000 kids. We have all the money that we raise right now is going towards a building fund. So, you know, that's our goal. This is a church, this is a school, and it's the 180. And it's great, and it's exciting, but we want bigger, we want better.
Chris Messinas. Here, live in Norwalk, California, and I've been coming here for like since I was 13, and I'm 16 now. That's 3 years, and Like I started playing this game like after I stopped coming here for like a month. And then like when I came here, I was surprised to see them. And then I saw people play. And I was like, it looks pretty interesting. I want to like play that. And it was like really basic, but to me it looked like harder.
Brian Macinas, I'm 14 and I've been coming to 180 since I was 13. I've been playing Dance Dance for 11 months now.
What I like about this game is it like helps you like build stamina, coordination, and endurance. It also like helps you somewhat get faster in running, and it's great fun while it's exercising. You burn calories, lose fat. It's great for that. It makes you sweat.
Schools put DDR in their gym class and letting the kids play for gym, and then kids are losing weight. I was just like, man, that's interesting. That's really something.
It forces you to actually exert some effort into passing it, and I think that's what made it so popular and different from everything else.
Been several success stories regarding people who've lost like over 50 pounds.
30 pounds, right here.
The guy I know on DDR for he lost 130. You know one?
Yeah.
Who? 130 pounds. A guy here in Southern California
Skid.
lost 80.
Skid.
Leo.
Yeah. Leo.
Hi, my name is Leo. My nickname I go by is Skid, and it's a bowling term for a bowling ball skidding down the lane. I've been playing since September of '99. I'm 26, so I'm a grandfather in the scene. A lot of these players actually look up to me just because, well, simply I'm old. But also it's because my experience, as you know, us judges have different personal experiences. I was an assistant manager of 3 bowling centers, each making $2.5 million a year. The summer that Dance Dance Revolution came out, I figured, hey, here's a game that I could get good at, that, you know, I could, since I love going to arcades, I could start playing this game, start running around, and it actually kept me in shape, and I lost about another 30 pounds because of this game. So all in all, I've lost 80 pounds, 30 of which I contribute to Dance Dance Revolution.
Because I mean, I support everybody who just goes up there and freestyles, because it's not an easy thing, because much less you got people walking up like, those people need to get lives, they're playing DDR. So if you go up there and actually try to perform something up there, that's all the more power to you, because you'll look a lot better.
Freestyle started evolving with 3 types of genre. You had the J-K-pop type genre, which is Japanese, Korean, popular culture type dancing. Your other type of style of dance is hip hop. And the third type would be comedic type dancing.
Yes, folks, I have absolutely no shame whatsoever. This one that I just did, it was from Oba Moga, and oddly enough, the thing was, I really just pulled that one right out of the top of my head. Because I was rehearsing it up to about an hour before the competition, and the arrows were not the way that I remember them to be. So I was really panicking, but I just threw something together. I knew what kinds of things that I wanted to do.
Basically, Go onto the pad and impress the judges, more or less.
Since my first freestyle, I've always, the judges have a lot to tell me, both good and through constructive criticism. And
Hi, I'm Kenny. I go by Kennywood. That just came to me because for the 4 years that I was in high school, I lived in the city called Linwood. And then I moved to the city of Maywood when I started going online, and I had to register a screen name for my email. So I was like, okay, that applies.
My name is Kevin. My nickname is Violet. Actually, it sounds really feminine, but I got it derived from my favorite Tekken 4 player and also my friends. They said it fit me because I have a poetic and romantic personality.
If I remember right, I've been in 4 tournaments. First tournament ever was the second big Power Station tournament in Long Beach. Somehow I ended up getting first place in that. My second one was the Southern Hills Golfland tournament, the Halloween tournament. I ended up getting 4th with the Let's Groove routine. I had the afro and the whole psychedelic thing going on. That was pretty fun.
I consider myself a very honest and fair judge. I tend to play fair with everything, you know, just like in life, you know. I mean, if you play by favorites, then eventually your favorites well, they might turn their backs on you.
That, hey, here's the criteria. You need to look good. You need to be able to dance well. Your arms need to be doing something. Can't just be standing on one foot. You got to be, you know, dance with both feet. You got to make it look good, you know.
Getting a routine ready, for me takes, 3 months.
I would say I would need to be able to record it, and like, you know, people would think this person would be able to be good in a music video.
The thing is, we never ever practiced that routine on a machine until we had to perform it. All we did was like go to my house like a week before, and we had like squares, so we just simulated those as the DDR steps.
Usually it would take anywhere from a week to a month, depending on how dedicated I am.
First you want to get the crowd into it, and then you want to show them that you can dance, and then show them that you're trying to tell them a story of sorts.
Preparing. I don't know. I downloaded the MP3. No, I didn't.
I listened to the MP3 hundreds of times because I wanted to get a feeling for how the song was, how the artist meant to make it feel.
So right then I started thinking about what song could I do, and I started playing a bunch of songs, and I said, oh, okay, I like the song a lot. So I started practicing it, breaking it down, and figuring out what I could do here or there.
That's what you gotta do. So you gotta match your routine to the song. If your song is slow, don't go fast. If your song is fast, don't go slow.
So I didn't really focus on it until probably last week or so. And then just recently, especially in the past 2 days, I actually kind of like looked at the step chart and listened to the music and tried to like focus.
There are other people who are just so much better, and they can come up with something in a week.
I myself do freestyle and PA, but when I do freestyle, it's more of like a comedy bit or a routine or something. I mainly just walk up with a bunch of props, throw stuff at people, throw stuff up in the air, yell, and have a good time. And sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. It's really hit and miss, so.
I'm not a big fan of the comedy scene. I love actual dance routines. Like, I'm a very serious guy in general, and I know Dance Dance Revolution is a game to have fun, but as well, you know, it's a freestyle routine to me, and to that it's actually dancing and doing, like, moving your body, and truly a test to see how well you can dance in such an enclosed area.
Around 2000, there was enough people that started playing the game where they actually started having tournaments. They figured, hey, let's get everybody that plays this game together and let's have them give a good time. Let's give them prizes for people that, you know, actually excel in this game.
For me, it's the money and to be recognized.
Anyone will tell you it's all about the money, you know?
I won a DVD player from him. I won another one about a few months later.
Their prize for freestyle was an actual machine, Max 2.
Probably the most I've ever won at a tournament was a actual machine. I won a Dance Dance Revolution Solo 2000 machine, and it's actually at my girlfriend's garage now since I don't have any space at my place for it.
At Scandia, they gave me a trophy. I was like, yay, $10 trophy.
Do you still have the trophy?
I do still have the trophy, actually. But I mean, I like trophies. Dragon Slayer had a trophy. They made It was so retarded. They got wood and they made a model DDR machine out of wood, spray painted it silver, and put DDR competition and all this stupid crap on it.
You just want to be rewarded for all the hard work that you do. That's all it is. I mean, verbal props can only go so far.
Some people come in all the way from out of state or from Northern California just to compete in these things.
To have a Southern California tournament with Northern California players is amazing. Anytime you can have that, it's awesome.
Whenever there's a competition, it's been like, have competition, we'll travel, you know?
When people travel, of course, you know, some people are going to have hometown pride. So it's like, go SoCal.
Good, you know, I'm probably the best one in South Central, you know, go represent.
Well, I don't live in like SoCal or NorCal or anything. I just live in this little tiny town next to Yosemite National Park.
It's like a baseball team, you know, you have a baseball team going out to a different city. You know, of course, you're going to have people, you know, be booing, you know, like taunting them, stuff like that. As for rivalries within each other, you know, there will always be that. You know, some person's always better than another person, and some people are level, you know, got to find out who's the better person.
The finals this afternoon incorporate the top 3 places of 4 previous Power Station tournaments. So you're looking at the top 3 places, basically the winners of 4 tournaments coming here. It's kind of like a super tournament.
I qualified for that, so I'm going to be playing there. If you guys want to come down and check it out.
Couple of names that I think that'll do well. I think JP Money will do well. He has a strong improv background. He just, I mean, if you watch him, you could tell that he could just dance. I mean, throw him in a club, sure, you know, he could shake his butt. Mel B, exact same thing, just a little bit different style. Travels to SoCal all the time for tournaments. I see him doing very well too. He's been in the scene for a long, long time.
You know, made a pretty good name for myself, won 6 tourneys.
He came up to me and I just like started to, I was like, oh my God, you're Mel B.
Been top 3 a whole bunch of other times, and
Yeah, but you don't want to be like, oh my God, you're Mel B. Yeah, no. But I mean, kind of, that's how I felt inside. I'm like,
I guess if you asked anybody who's in the scene, they'd probably say my name as one of the pioneers that's always been there.
Another one was Mel B. So the fact that I actually got to compete against him was a big deal for me.
You know, as the founding father of freestyle, sort of, I'd like to, you know, keep putting it out there, because I know there's a lot of people out there who always say they've seen these videos, they, you know, like my performance, and I'm thinking, well, okay, that's cool, you know, I'd like to do something better.
He comes up, gives me props, I'm like, I just got said that I was a good freestyler by one of the greats. Like, that's some respect.
And you could see, wow, you know, our influence has been passed down to these, you know, the next breed, the next generation. It's rewarding, you know, over here to see something like that.
He's a big husky dude that can freestyle like a mofo, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
A lot of the reason I come is just because, you know, it's something that I believe in. It's something that I helped start, and I kind of want to see it through.
Round of applause for Mel B.
Oh my God! Yeah, bro, that was nice. That was tight.
I forgot the dirty bird.
Nice job, bro.
Thanks.
One guy in particular that I really, really like, I like JP Money as well. He's a really good improv, and he's a really nice guy on top of that. So, you know, you gotta have heart when you dance. And a name that I really like is a guy named Edgar, Sergeant LTR. I love his style. He's poppin', he's a breaker, and he shows it. And just the way he moves is just so fluent. Like, he gives Liquid, I believe, a good definition.
My name is Edgar Nunez. I'm from South Central. I'm 19 years old. Oh, my nickname's Sergeant LTR. But freestyle terms, you know, I mean, I have some credentials. Future Marine here, you know. I'm most likely going to be in the Marines next year, you know, so look forward. And I was in LAPD with the LAPD Explorers program, and my highest rank I made there was sergeant, you know. So I was, you know, I like bragging about it, you know, I was sergeant. So that's how it came out. And LTR, it's a special song to me because it was my first ever freestyle song I ever attempted. So that's why I named myself, Sergeant LTR. I had some other friends, they're freestylers too. Veterans, they're much, professionals.
Started freestyling basically in December of last year.
Are you ready?
Bad choice for me, it was horrible. I messed up bad. As Kaylee may know, yeah, it was horrible. Saw the Power Station thing on TV, or not on TV, on the internet, and I was like, man, this is a chance for me to redeem myself.
I mean, anybody who plays Long Train Running, I'm like, oh man,
That's a great song.
That's a great song, and they're playing. That's my nickname, They're playing my songs.
So when I worked on my routine, I worked hours and hours total. I took in different things, and I had, versions of it where, for a week I had it like this, and then I added something, but then I kind of went back a little and back and forth. So basically I had a few things I could have done, and then I just combined them all together today just to make one thing.
Also, one person who never amazes to surprise me is Chinai Butterfly.
My name is Jocelyn Uy. Usually on the boards or the DDR world, whatever. I'm Chinai Butterfly. That's T-S-I-N-A-Y. Butterfly, not chin and I. I really think maybe in my life now, it's probably a little bit more than a game. It's like, I guess it's more of a passionate hobby. I get a lot of praise from a lot of other girls who play the game. Like, there are probably at least 5 or so that just came up to me today. They're like, oh, we love your freestyle. I'm like, well, why don't you guys enter? Like, oh, we're too afraid. And I think that's what happens. The girls, they play the game, and they play it just as much as the guys, but they're never really, they don't have the guts to go up there and actually prove themselves. And so people would come up to me right after the tournament, can I have your autograph? Can I have your autograph? I'm like, dude, I work at an arcade. I would go to Cerritos College. I barely make minimum wage with the, you guys are, give me a Sharpie, I'll sign. Hey, I just take it just like, what the heck, who am I? What are you guys looking at me for, And people are just like, you're my hero, and you're the best female freestyler ever.
Alright, anyone who posts here or knows the Southern California B-Monty community knows that aside from James and Jocelyn, it's pretty much, it's been like that for about a year, and we think that it's because people just aren't willing to, they're all just doing the same thing. You see the same things over and over again to different songs done by different people. So we're going to try and bring it back to old school style. We're bringing back old school style. We're bringing back the A-Team, you bitches.
A-Team is a group of freestyles from Korea.
Yeah, they were in Korea, and they were huge. Like, everyone loved them.
The A-Team, kind of like what they did with the freestyle. When I saw that video, it was kind of like a flashback to 2000, because that was actually the very first freestyle video I ever saw.
They do a lot of the same stuff over and over again, but they were like wide love. They did it. It was really good, and at the time it was original. Of course, now, I mean, it was all like hand slaps, knee drops, bar flares, which now everyone does because they looked at the A-Team.
But nicely organized.
So yeah, nicely organized.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I flashed back 3 years. It was freaky. And
when was the last time you guys saw the best fucking Matrix walk ever?
If you Matrix walk, it can sometimes offset the CD or break the laser in there, and then the song will skip in the middle of a song or shake or reboot in the middle of a song.
The Matrix walk is when you grab the bar and walk across the screen. It's kind of looked down on now because a whole bunch of retarded people kick the machine.
And they sometimes break it.
Yeah, like they kick it. Like if you're walking on it and there's certain places on the machine you can walk on that aren't going to hurt it. I knew a kid who was like 10 who would do Matrix walks, but he'd step on like the metal part, and since he weighed like 5 pounds, he wasn't going to do anything. But yeah, there's some people that do it and they step right in the middle of the screen, break the glass.
Sitting on the far left, we have Kennywood. In the red bowling shirt, we have Skid Flip. Holding the steel is Frost. Sporting the Cyber Nation t-shirt is DJ Trunks. And all the way from Nebraska, we have Tequila.
It was a good routine.
Yeah, but it was a good routine.
It was a good routine.
I'll give it that.
But judging it as a routine itself.
It's the theme. What makes it good is what's gonna make it bad, also, because it's just an A-Team knockoff. We gotta
they even said it themselves.
That's why they just studied it, and like the same thing that brings them up here brings them down here.
That's why I think. Well, their top 3 are pretty much settled, but the
Okay,
placing
wait. Who's okay?
Yeah.
So we're talking about these 3 as the top 3.
Okay, is there anybody we want to include in that discussion in the top 3? If we're placing some kind of political priority, I'd definitely go with Game 2. Because he represents a lot of what we hold dear to DDR. I mean, like, Guy in Salinas, I mean, nobody's from there. Travels to everything. I mean, he resurrected AIM, honestly. Yeah. I mean, he is a great force in DDR. He really is.
Alright, yeah, so then we just use the 1, 2, 3. First being 1 point, second being 2 points, third being 3 points.
And you gotta throw up all the shit that, you know.
So is this just your personal rankings or is this the official?
No, this is consolidated.
Hey, that's the way you wanted it, man.
Yeah, well, I was gonna give like 4 points for first and 3 for second, but either way it works out the same, right? So. The first time, lowest.
It's easier to add somebody else too, because then we just give a 6.
So.
I accomplished what I wanted to come here for. Like, obviously my goal, you know, anyone's goal to win, you know, or at least make the top 3. But I made the top 5, so I'm pretty happy with that.
I did We Will Rock You today, and I got 3rd place, aka second loser, aka, well, they say winning is like the greatest. They say losing is bad, and a tie is like kissing your sister.
And the judges, I think they're really biased. They're SoCal judges. I'm
Tequila's from Nebraska.
Well, yeah, but I'm from Central California. I mean, our placings weren't too high.
I couldn't really do much. I messed up at one part. I was trying to do a push-up when I accidentally did a fake. I want to be fake one. I messed up, you know. It was bad.
Kevin, did I win? Huh? Did I win? You'll hear people say that, oh, you know, you just come to a tournament to have fun. Those are the people that are not placing well in tournaments. You won't hear that from top-notch players because they know they're going to come here to have fun, but they have a good feeling they're in the running.
You only put 3, got it, son.
I'm gonna announce the winner of the freestyle in just a few minutes.
Let's tell him up, and then Dan will.
Yeah,
say
I got Mel on first, Game on second, and JP on third.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then Kevin 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man.
Mel has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. 11 points for Mel. JP has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Game 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. I'd be fine with that.
9.
Wow. It's up to you guys because I'm fine with those results. I still believe JP had the best routine, but I mean, out of 5 good judges, game coming out on top.
I honestly think this is the way it should be.
It's up to you guys.
I don't disagree with this. I think this is what
I would if I were you guys, because your number one guy is third, so I would, or say some, or just agree that it's tough. Dance Dance Revolution has a grading scale, just like what a grading scale in school would be, A, B, C, D. No F, the F in this case is an E.
Prep, turn on.
When you dance on a beat, when you hit the beat, it grades you on a boo, a miss, which is you miss the beat entirely, a boo, which is you're off of the beat but still close enough to where they'll give it to you. You have a good, which is, you have a great, which is and a perfect, which is.
A perfect is what you strive for. That is like, you're on beat. No question about it.
Yeah, it's not a game where like you really compete against other people and how fast you can push buttons, stuff like that. It's more of a personal thing, just trying to better yourself at songs, trying to get the AAA, stuff like that.
A AAA is when you get nothing but perfects. Like every single step was a perfect. And to achieve something like this is kind of, hard to do.
You also have grades that surpass an A, which is for people that really excel in the game. AAA is actually getting every single beat perfect, and it's accomplished rarely.
Dricted, Levin plays here, really good PA'er.
My name's Levin Dean, aka Dricted on boards and stuff. I started at Castle Park March 20th, 2001.
What song should I play?
Whatever. But actually, the first tournament I went to was here at Power Zone. I was really excited. I actually won the tournament, my first tournament. I was all proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm the winner. I won. And then my second tournament went up to Victorville, to Scandia, and I won that one too. And so I was like, wow, maybe I'm really good. And then there was one at Pharaoh's Lost Kingdom, and then I got 4th, and I was like, maybe not. But you can get a lot of fame by going to tournaments and winning, but you can also get fame by a AAA and crap that's like insane.
Tournament circuit for Dance Dance Revolution called Perfect Attack is where you're actually stepping on that beat and they're calculating all these competitors on how well they step to those beats. Perfect Attack, you want to attack as many perfects as you can.
There's kind of like two sides of the spectrum. There are people that do badly at tournaments, and there's people that like excel at tournaments. Like me, I've broken every tournament I go to. I break some record that I had set for myself earlier. Well, I hope to at least make the quarterfinals, at least make top 8. I think I should be able to manage that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, with the wild card, you don't really know who's going to enter. I mean, I hope that I'm going to make a wild card slot. There's only 5. I want to mess around. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can only go to a certain point when you're just playing for fun. It eventually comes to a point where it's like, now what? Now what?
There's somebody over here he goes by the name JSB, and it's like the guy can just play over and over and over the hardest songs, and he never gets tired.
JS Blade, who's like the best player in Southern California, awesome at fast songs. He's AAA'd like everything.
PAing, I try my best, but these guys out there, some of them scare me, especially JSB. That guy, he has this intimidating look to him.
I think that for sure either JSB or Tigger will win.
Okay.
But my money is going towards JSB.
Okay.
I mean, you have no idea how crazy this guy is.
First stage. Not an ordinary fella.
I think the Power Station tournaments, well, the organizer, Steve Willie, he did announce at the beginning that he was going to change rules every stop. He's trying to mold the perfect attack tournament. He had these cards, and basically, when you went up there, you go up with a card, there'd be 3 songs on it. Lower seed eliminates 1, higher seed picks the one out of the remaining 2. Well, he had said in the thread regarding it on the message on DDR Freak that there would not be 3 songs of the same type on a card. So there wouldn't be 3 songs that were fast and stupid and stuff like that.
200 combo.
But then I went against JS Blade, who's like the best player in Southern California. Awesome at fast songs. He's triple A'd like everything. And he's like, well, I've triple A'd everything on this card, and I'm like, I haven't triple A'd anything on this card, and so I was completely screwed. I told Steve, the coordinator, I was like, this is crap. You said on the thread you're going to change it, and you didn't. And he said, oh, it wasn't in the official rules, so you can't take his evidence. I'm like, so everything you say outside the official rules is totally inconclusive.
I think you won, Johnny.
Coming close.
Yes!
Third place, we have Adricted.
I'm all wet. Money, money, money. Oh, baby. 30 bucks. Oh, look at that. 20. Wow. I'll take the same place trophy. That's fine.
Round of applause for Adricted. $365 to $355 JSB. In second place, we have 1015.
I was like, shut up. $40. Yeah, more at Long Beach. What? Yeah, Steven.
How much money did you get, Steven?
And in first place, we have JSB.
Every game, every hobby has its, subculture of obsessed freaks, and they kind of make it seem like it's a lot more popular than it is. But so I can't really say how popular it is because the only time I'm around the game is like at tournaments. And
Ah, fuck, Greg.
When I practice, it's very business-like. I don't do it for fun. I don't play for fun anymore. I don't play to socialize. Like, the problem, I think, is my theory is most of these people, like, when they practice, they go with their friends, you know, they're trying to pick up girls or do whatever the hell they think they're gonna do. And
He just broke his ankle. He'll never play DDR again.
I think JSB can be the biggest asshole in the world. I'll gladly put that on tape. But I mean, when it comes to competitions, I'll give him the props. He has the skills.
Red Octane Ignition 2.0 with carrying case this time.
What gets you to come to a particular tournament?
money. I don't have a job, can't get one, so so I go here and I get money for doing nothing, and it's pretty cool because then I eat.
In my socks. Can it make you better? Yeah. Are you bad for doing it? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, it's like I said before, you know, if you can do it without it, then you're better than someone who does it with it. But if you can't do it with it, then you suck.
But when we went to this tournament in Temecula, oh God! All right, like we're sitting there playing. I practice on Sodi, a couple different songs, and I use the bar. They don't say anything. Tournament comes around, like 30 minutes later.
Slapping
the
his
fucking
hand.
mom, somebody's mom comes over and starts slapping my hand, saying you're not supposed to use the bar.
I do give credit to the person that does not use the bar, because you're using your own balance, your own weight, and you have to know how to, you know, keep your center of gravity.
But how are you better than someone just because you don't hold a bar?
Because it takes more energy and it takes more. That's why people do it in the first place. If it wasn't easier that way, why would people do it in the first place?
See, some people use it like my legs. My legs won't work that fucking fast.
That's the reason I use it sometimes too. I mean, it's to say if my legs can move that fast, then I don't use it. But if they can't, then heck yeah, I'm gonna grab the bar. I mean.
Hey, holding the bar gets you wins in tournaments, and now all of a sudden people are doing it like mad.
Attention, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the first annual Pro Swap Meet Dance Dance Revolution Tournament.
You know, if you say Arcade X is holding the tournament, people say, oh, okay, there's a tournament Arcade X. But if you say Arcade X is holding a tournament hosted by Bimani X, they're like, oh, okay, Bimani X is behind this, they're running this tournament.
Yeah, there's some credibility behind it.
Right now, there'll be a 30-minute break for pizza and drinks. Wait, hold on.
We always learn from our tournaments. You know, if you got a tournament you think it's perfect, I mean, you're full of shit because there's always things you can improve on.
It has been brought to my attention that the pizza has not arrived yet. It will be arriving shortly.
Pro Swap Meet in San Bernardino. It's
Eugene's there for the people.
He's probably the nicest guy you'll ever meet when it comes to
Yeah.
management in
In
any
arcade.
arcade. You know, he'll cater to you. He treats his games with so much respect. He maintains every single one every single day, so it's in tip-top condition.
He knows that he wants to build up his credibility, and which I think he's succeeded in today.
First up, JP Money.
My name's James Anthony Pellin. I go by the alias JP Money.
His little brother, Justin.
I've always wanted to have my brother, you know, give my brother this opportunity to experience what freestyle is like since he's never freestyled before.
Try your best.
He's a really awesome guy to work with. He's a quick learner. Not to mention he also shows respect and likes to. I like his input and what he has to say about what I do.
Hurry up!
I've seen them practice, go to arcades, and I know they'll do pretty well on all competitions. In fact, my son won a few already. Oh, the game is a good. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to really compete on this this game. And it's good for them to exercise, and it's good for the body. I think it's getting very popular now.
If you like dynamic routines, I think JP's was more dynamic than.
Because he had the fan movements?
No, because he was like, his movements were sharp. They were there. Like
You
maybe
can't-
his brothers weren't that good, but it was synchronized generally.
Not an ordinary fella!
It was a duet routine. You cannot count that. You can't just say, I wasn't watching the brother because he was boring. I was just watching JP Money.
Well, no, I mean, of course I was watching both of them, but the thing is, let's say we were to split Brian into two people.
Do you ever cater towards a judge's wants?
Not at all. I care towards my own wants and what I feel would be entertaining. Just because that's the reason why I got into this game in the first place, just to satisfy my craving for fun and my love for music and rhythm.
Giving him all my support, my kids. They'll continue on, and I'll be around if I can. But most of the time I'm working, so.
My name's Adam, and a lot of people know me by AW or AWE. Those are my initials that I put on DDR machines. And I'll make it right here. Yeah. Sorry. And tomorrow I'll be entering the Perfect Attack competition.
When I play, my focus is on eliminating all my weaknesses, so I have no weak songs whatsoever. A lot of people focus on just AAAing everything, getting good scores on all the songs. So they can get pretty decent scores on a lot of the easier songs, but on the higher end, the most hardest songs, then I practice those a lot, and so they would enable me to get my way to the first place. As far as double play is concerned, though, I have pretty much everyone beat with that. as far as the 10-footers, the hardest songs, I'm the closest one to him. Nobody else can really compare, but then still he blows me away all the time.
Those steps are amazing! Oh my god. Sam, you passed it, man.
People are pretty confident that he would always beat them no matter what. So they try their best, and usually they can pull out some good scores, but JSP's scores are always better.
In the few, I couldn't tell you, because if you asked me the same question a few years ago, I probably would have told you it would be dead now.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
Yeah.
Fifth
Like,
mix would be the last mix.
I think the music gaming genre was sort of an acquired taste, and it was a cult hit, and it sort of grew onto itself with its, cult following.
I'm probably going to keep practicing and practicing until that day where I actually do win a big tournament, because I haven't really heard of any females that have won a big Southern California, or even California in general, tournament for DDR.
Wish they would make it a sport. I would like to go and compete with people all around the United States and the world, and possibly make it part of the X Games.
I think it's a little bit more than a fad now, because it's pretty obvious you're seeing DDR in more mainstream type alleys. Like there's ABC doing a show called Dance Fever, where they're trying to take people who do good at DDR, and the winner goes to Vegas for a party with Hammer and Eric Nies and a whole bunch of has-beens,
That would be great. I would love to compete professionally and build a career out of this, and possibly become famous like Tony Hawk or something.
And then you see references to DDR in comic strips. You see games now like Amplitude, Frequency. There's Karaoke Revolution coming out. So it's kind of hard to be a fad when you're also setting trends as well. So I think DDR has proved its staying power in that sense.
Younger people just take the place though.
Like I said before.
I still consider it a fad.
Yeah. Like I said before, some of us, we don't play as much, but other people, they're just discovering it for the first time, and they're going to be playing it for the next 2 or 3 years, and who knows what will happen then.
Do this with the air. You like feel this way, let's move and learn, just